Good afternoon, good morning for some. Hello, it's Brenda. Hello, YouTube. How are you? Um, I wanted to talk about a couple things I was remembering, and one of them is previously I'd spoken about my psychologist. Well, she has her doctorate, and in order to get your doctorate, you have to write a book. She had excellent credentials, and I had a long relationship with her. Sort of my venting cycle, I guess. But anyway, Social Security at my disability hearing would not accept anything from her, which I find very strange. Um, Everything she documented was very important, very real, and thought that was weird that they wouldn't accept anything from her testimony. Just one more thing, one more thing I was thinking about. And then another thing I recalled was if it was real hot in the summer, you might not be able to sleep in the evening. I mean, it just was uncomfortable. Usually we were sleeping 8, 9 o'clock, but on a Friday night or Saturday night, I might go over a block or two, and there's Spreckles Theater. Well, I'd sit outside of Spreckles Theater if they had an event going on. And Cat a corner from Spreckles is a very nice, luxurious hotel where usually senators and things stay. It's right by City Hall. And uh, one particular evening, oh, excuse me, can't see. One particular evening, I noticed a gentleman as he went past me was feeling no pain, shall we say, uh, stumbled. And as I said, be careful. And he hit his head really, I could hear it. It was like, oh, but he got right up. And there were people in line at the sushi restaurant. So I said, hey, could you help him get across the street? I'm worried he's not going to make it. So a husband and wife or a couple took him across the street. And you could see him kind of try to like push him away. So they took him to the hotel. So when they came back, I said, did you get him to the hotel? And he said, yeah, we left him on the couch. He thought we were trying to rob him. We were trying to help him. Well, he was injured. And I'm like, they left him on the couch. So I probably sat there 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, they left him on the couch. No one knows. So I went over to the hotel and I'm outside knocking. And the woman that works there is kind of looking at me like, what do you want? Or go away. And I'm knocking some more, and no one's paying attention. And I thought, well, I'll just leave my chair outside and go in. So I went in to the front desk and I said, did a couple leave a gentleman off here on the couch like 20 minutes ago? And they were like, yeah. We took him up to his room. And I said, well, I just want you to know he may be hurt because I saw him crack his head. So he said, okay, I'll check on him. Well, maybe a week later, I saw the guy that worked there and I said, hey, how was that fella? And he said, oh, I'm glad you said something. He did have to have medical attention. So, you never know. You just never know. But I was so glad to hear that he was going to be all right. But he did need medical attention. So, you never know where you're going to be at the right time or where someone else is going to be at the right time. But as far as the MRIs, I had several. I never really knew anything about what came out of them. Um, like I said, my medical care was very poor. And my legs are ruined, basically, because the good one that did all the work is like it's had it. It's done double for 10 years. They're just shot. But, and other people, have gone through worse injustices and similar. And I got a concussion on another bus. Yep, I did. And the driver told me, I have a son to raise, a little boy. And I walked off. I just let it go. But I had to be woken up every couple hours because of my concussion. And like I said, the trolley slammed the doors on my legs. My left leg's a different size than my right leg at the top where the trolley door hit it. Always has been. That's in my medical records. They open your mail. They won't treat you. They make false reports. I mean, wow. So where do you find the truth? They're just having a good old time, aren't they? While other people suffer and struggle. They're just having a good old time. So my suggestion, if you ever get injured on a bus, inside, outside, whatever, better videotape it, witnesses, call the police, call the president. I mean, what does it take to get compensated or corrected or the way it should have been? Made whole, What does it take? Another thing I want to talk about that's really weird, believe it or not, in my mind, or sometimes in a homeless person's mind, you almost want to make stand-up comedy about what's going on in your life because you want to laugh through the pain, have a sense of humor. And when your sibling calls you, you're on cardboard, roughing it, just about as rough as it could get, and says, I love you. Wow, that kind of like, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's strange. Okay. Wow. I mean, you just can't process it. You just realize, no, that isn't it. Not even close. That is not love. You do not love me. And don't get me wrong, folks. I didn't expect anybody to pick up the pieces that the bus driver dropped. I didn't expect anybody to take care of me because I know better. I 100% know better. That's not going to happen. I did it well, and I did it the best I could. And there were days I'd sit at the dock of the bay and watch cruise ships come in and talk to a few people. That was a good day for me. Get a breeze, someone to bring you something by to eat if you don't have something already. But I spent what I had on food. I bought a lot of my stuff. In the winter, I would put $80 on a Starbucks card and go in there to keep warm. And they were wonderful. Starbucks was very homeless friendly. But I always spent money. But they would give you, let you stay in there for a long time if no one else needed the table. And they were really nice. They were very friendly. You could charge your phone back then. And they were very wonderful, really. It was great to have that opportunity, take some of the slack off your life at the time. Your hardships, your burdens. In the meantime, you're walking to where you're going and you're seeing bodies, you're seeing people, injured. It's difficult. It's sad. It's heartbreaking, really. It'll give you a lot of empathy, a lot of prayer involved. and a lot of appreciation. A lot of appreciation. There was a scary moment one night. It was later on in time, and we weren't at camp anymore. There were a few periods where we got divided for a short time, and I was alone, and I was over like at the gas lamp, and it was the middle of the night. I woke up. These guys are fighting. I mean, they're really fighting, going at it. Well, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and I thought, well, I better get walking. So I start walking, and I hear about 4 or 5 guys in a car yelling out at me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't run. Are they going to grab me, put me in the car? I didn't know. It was very frightening for me. So I was able to get across and walk up to where the Marriott is. And it's kind of upwards. Well, it's open. And I asked if I could use the restroom, and he was like, yes. Well, then I said to him, the trolley's not going to run till 4 a.m. I kind of missed it. Could I sit out front for a little while? And he was like, yeah. So I sat there for a couple hours waiting for the trolley to run because those guys had really frightened me. And, they were just drunk and being silly, but who knows? Who knows? So I sat there until the trolley ran. Then I went down and got on the trolley, which a lot of people, as soon as it started running, would get on there and catch a couple Z's or get where they're going or be dry if it were raining. But you just never knew from one day to the next, There was times where I would buy a grill, and charcoal, and I would go over to the park, and I would cook on the charcoal grill, take a nap, take plates over to other people. And that was nice. Then they have the summer concerts, and I would sit on the rocks, which is right near there. And I would listen to Diana Ross. I enjoyed her concert. Different ones that came there, I really enjoyed that. And I was maybe 60 feet from it. It was really nice. Summer pops, they call it. Right at the bay there. And just always be thankful and do it the best I can. And 4th of July, the fireworks were fabulous. In fact, I remember sitting by the mall reading the Bible, and a guy came to me and said he was from New Jersey, and he had brought his family there for vacation. So I gave him all the spots to go to, the zoo. I gave him the fireworks would be there, told him get a grill, how to get a good spot. I told him, and he gave me some cash, and I told him all the different places he could get to and what was nice, and how to get there, what bus, what trolley, sort of mapped out his vacation. He really appreciated that. I tried to be useful. Always gave directions. Then I had these 2 friends, and neither one of them had legs. One was died from diabetes. The other was from an accident. And I just really enjoyed them, and I saw their hardships. And you count your blessings when you see people. And, there's still the whole person's there. The spirit, the soul, but things happen, and you appreciate what you have for sure, and that kind of stuff. But they were good friends and pleasant to talk to, and someone you certainly could respect and have care for in your heart and soul, And day by day, you take it one day at a time. Like I said, I was at the doctor's a lot. I was at the ER a few times, and it didn't matter. You know, they would not give me my money. I'm still cheated. I never got a penny from SSDI that I paid into all my life. Had every right to it. They owed me all those back years. And they're like, well, we do what we want around here. You know, whatever we feel like. We take your money. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. But I rose above it all. And God is good, and things are good. And I'm in a good place. And I'm in a good frame of mind in my life. And I'm with the Lord. Can't go wrong there. And I like who I see in the mirror, and I sleep well. And you can rise above being wronged and injustice. You can come out better at the other end. You really can. May not seem like it, but you can. And God knows. God knows your hardships, and He knows what happened. And things happen. And, you know, be kind to those things happen too. You know, you never know what's going to happen in your life. But I'm going to end this stream. Nobody came on today. I hope everybody's well. And like I said, last report, Olivia got to go outside. She's eating. It's just pure blessing. And thanks for those prayers, and keep praying. And I'm always praying for you. And have a great day. And I'll be back in a day or two. And just a thing or two I thought about, I wanted to share. And God bless. See you later.